Australian country singer Jack Garritty, or Sloe Jack as he's known on social media, has amassed over 500,000 followers for calling out the left's hypocrisy, and he definitely doesn't hold back. I'm pleased to say Jack joins me now. Thanks so much for coming on, Jack. Our Prime Minister here in Australia is on his 4th meeting with China, but he hasn't had a single meeting with Trump. Meanwhile, he wants the US to hand over some of its most sensitive military technology, AUKUS-powered submarines. How is this reasonable or fair when he won't even meet with Trump?
Yeah, nothing makes me more confident in Australia's sovereignty than a Prime Minister going back and talking with China again. As an Australian, we're used to our politicians just being in cahoots with those people. I love how our greatest ally, America, doesn't get any time, but Xi Jinping, he gets a lot of time,
Yeah, exactly. And do you think that is playing poorly for us in America? What is Americans' perception of Australia when we're cozying up to China, but not even attempting to meet with Trump?
Yeah, the Australian perception worldwide has changed, especially in America. I think Australia's kind of people growing intolerant of Australia because we increasingly kind of inject our woke ideas and our general smugness as a nation. These college-educated kids and these prime ministers who try to act like normal people, but don't give any time to the people they should be bringing attention to, being friends with. They're hanging out with China more than their allies, and you can feel it in America. I live here in Nashville, people look at Australia and they go, "Oh, Australia used to be cool. Australia used to be this and that." And I think the Prime Minister and the general populace, and it's all part of the bigger issue. Like the politicians, they affect the way we're seen across the world. So if our politicians are talking to the wrong people and they're being morons, then, people are going to look at us and they go, "Oh, I guess Australians are morons." They're our representatives after all.
Yep, it's pretty embarrassing. In the US, the Democrats are in hysterics about Trump's DC takeover. They're even trying to deny that crime is an issue in Washington, DC, which seems remarkable because when you look at the facts, it's fairly obvious. They're trying to claim that the crime rate is actually the lowest it's been in 30 years. But an expert's now saying that the best measure of crime is really the murder rate. And when you look at the murder rate, it's 83% higher than what it was at its lowest point ever, which was about 12 years ago. You would think arguing that crime is not an issue, arguing against law and order, is one way that the Democrats can guarantee they keep losing forever.
Yeah, well, look, I've been on tour. I've been to DC many a time. And, you go there and, there's homeless people galore. People try to sell you crack on the side of the street like it's bloody popping candy. So, you go there, you can feel it. The people can feel it. The civilians can feel it. You walk around, you're like, this is supposed to be the doorstep of America. It doesn't really represent the law and order that it's supposed to. Look at the murder rate. If there's a lot of murders, I'm guessing there's a lot of crime because that's one of the crimes. So, I think it's sick that he's going and cleaning it up. These people at DC, they're making up excuses. They couldn't do it to save their lives. They're all in cahoots with each other. The way I look at it, mate, get someone in there, clean up all those homeless people, get all that crack off the street. Apparently, it's supposed to be the capital of the country, so let's treat it as such, mate.